Today we're at the Gonzales location, and this is one of the original two locations. This is its fourth home here in Gonzales. But Donaldsonville and Gonzales were the first two locations in the library system. And the library began in 1960. And then in 1980, Donaldsonville's facility and Gonzales's facilities both moved to permanent parish-owned facilities. Until then, they were in what was called storefronts. They were on, this location was on Burnside. And it kept, I think it had 3 different locations on Burnside through the years. And then it ended up here. This is where, well, actually on Burnside was where I got my first library card, because I've grown up here. In the 70s, they started to construct the courthouse next door. And so this was all parish land. And so the parish set aside the initial couple of acres for the library to build onto this site. Originally, when the facility was first built in the early 80s, I thought there's no way we'd ever need anything larger than this. Then in 96 we expanded, and then again in 98. And then when we got ready to do the construction, we had a 27,000 square foot facility. We had added a technology room, and we had added what we call the annex, which is central processing and centralized services for the entire parish.
In the 1980s, books and microfiche film were the primary resources for finding information. But as times changed and the population grew, the Ascension Parish Library System had to learn how to manage that as well.
As we grew and as the population kept growing, I'm like, I can't believe we're getting ready to have to do this. But it had reached the point where in order to meet state standards and to serve the population that's here now, we did have to expand this facility. So, and in the same process, add a new facility in Dutchtown.
We will move on to agenda item number 12, a resolution ordering and calling a special election to be held in Ascension Parish, State of Louisiana on November 2nd, 2010, for the purpose of authorizing the levy of a 10-year 6.8 mil property tax in lieu of the existing 10-year 4.2 mil property tax and the 10-year 2.6 mil property tax for maintaining and supporting the Ascension Parish Library and its branches commencing January 1st, 2011, making application to the Louisiana State Bond Commission, and providing for other matters in connection therewith. Angel?
That was a very interesting scenario. When we went to the parish government, we had enough funding to buy the land for Gonzales and for Dutchtown, but we needed a bond issue to do the construction. And when we went to the parish government, they had told us no, they did not want to put a bond on the ballot at that time. So the couple of years after that, they had a significant jump in the property millage, which gave us an opportunity to go back to the parish and ask them, can you just bond the money and then we'll pay the note out of our millage that we currently have.
It's about providing resources, services to the people, to educate themselves, to make themselves better citizens, and about contributing to the quality of life for the patrons in this parish. Through careful analysis, the library board has looked at options to continue to meet the needs for the library system in this growing parish. The library uses long-range planning to determine what services we should offer and how to best serve the needs of the citizens.
So the council was very happy that the library had figured out how to do it without the bond being asked for, without a millage, and were very helpful. I mean, they were very pleased and were quick to agree to it. So we have entered into an intergovernmental agreement where it is a parish bond specifically to build public libraries, and also with the agreement that the library pays the note for that particular bond.
All right, this year we're celebrating the 50 years of the library in Ascension Parish. So we want to give them a proclamation and congratulate them on a job well done. Proclamation to proclaim September 17th, Ascension Parish Library Day in Ascension Parish. Whereas the Ascension Parish Library marks its 50th anniversary this month and has improved the quality of life in Ascension by providing our citizens with the essential resources needed for a lifetime of learning. And whereas the library helps preserve the history of Ascension Parish, promotes literacy, and provides for the cultural enrichment of our community. And whereas the library has won numerous awards and grown into 4 locations to meet the needs of a diverse and growing community. And whereas the library contributes to economic development by sponsoring small business workshops and counseling, helping people find the information they need to work in a challenging economy. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, I, Tommy Martin, as President of the Parish of Ascension, State of Louisiana, by the virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereunto proclaim September 17, 2010, as Ascension Parish Library Day in Ascension Parish, and congratulate the Ascension Parish Library for making our parish a great place to live and learn for the past 50 years. Oh, yeah?
And then when we went to expand, we're landlocked now on either side, so the only option was to go back. And so we were able to purchase the property that was behind the library. So now the library in Gonzales goes from Irma Boulevard to Nickens on the back end. The total square footage now is a little over 62,000 square feet. Wow. So we added approximately 35,000 square feet to the facility.
The Ascension Parish Library System has been around for more than 50 years, and while a lot has changed in that time, the beauty and the value of the library system to our community will never change, even as we look forward to the next 50 years.
We have 4 beautiful libraries in this parish. We've been very fortunate. We now have approximately 100,000 square feet of facilities. We have books, we have videos, we have computers, we teach computer classes. We have e-books that, you know, we're working on expanding on that. So there's a multitude of opportunities. And the thing that has always impressed me about public libraries is that they level the playing field. Anyone who wants to take advantage of what's present can, regardless of your economic status or your supposedly educational abilities, because we do everything from help you learn how to read to, you know, help you with your, you know, classes in college. So it can be whatever you want it to be.